The bloody battle for Britain, Hell's Angels versus Outlaws. Welcome to a gripping exploration of the fierce rivalry between two infamous motorcycle clubs, the Hell's Angels and the Outlaws, as they engaged in a series of brutal fights and intense competitions in their quest for supremacy in Britain. These legendary clubs have not only made their mark through their love for motorcycles, but also their involvement in organized crime and their influence on the biker subculture. In this video, we will delve into the origins of the Hell's Angels and the Outlaws, examining their respective ideologies, membership requirements, and the catalysts behind their violent clashes. Get ready for a thrilling journey as we witness the ferocious battles and adrenaline-fueled competitions that unfolded on British soil. Join us as we analyze the impact of these confrontations on the motorcycle club culture, law enforcement, and the general public. Brace yourself for a clash of titans, driven by power, loyalty, and the relentless pursuit of dominance in the biker underworld. Number 1. Origins and ideologies. The Hell's Angels, established in California in 1948, swiftly gained notoriety as one of the most formidable motorcycle clubs worldwide. Recognized by their iconic winged skull logo, the Hell's Angels epitomized rebellion and non-conformity. Their ideology centered around freedom, individualism, and an unwavering loyalty to their brotherhood. On the other hand, the Outlaws Motorcycle Club traces its roots back to the Midwest of the United States in the late 1930s. Differing from the Hell's Angels, the Outlaws adopted a territorial approach, with chapters spread across the United States, Europe, and Australia. Their ideology emphasized a staunch dedication to their club and a strict code of conduct. As the Hell's Angels expanded globally, establishing chapters in various countries, including Britain, conflicts with rival clubs like the Outlaws became inevitable. These confrontations often erupted due to territorial disputes, ego clashes, and attempts to assert dominance over lucrative criminal enterprises. Number 2. Membership requirements. Both the Hell's Angels and the Outlaws imposed rigorous membership requirements, ensuring that only those deemed worthy could join their ranks. Prospective members faced a meticulous vetting process, often including a probationary period and a demonstration of unwavering loyalty to the club and its members. The Hell's Angels valued individualism and personal freedom, allowing members to maintain their unique styles as long as they adhered to the club's principles. In contrast, the Outlaws emphasized a more uniform appearance, with members required to wear a specific patch displaying the club's name. The commitment and loyalty demanded by these clubs fostered a close-knit brotherhood, where bonds were forged through shared experiences, frequently involving criminal activities. These tightly knit relationships would fuel the intensity of the fights and competitions between the Hell's Angels and the Outlaws in Britain. Number 3. Fierce fights and intense competitions in Britain. The arrival of the Hell's Angels in Britain during the late 1960s and the subsequent expansion of the Outlaws ignited a series of violent clashes between the two clubs. These confrontations went beyond physical altercations and encompassed intense competitions for control over criminal enterprises such as drug trafficking and extortion. Notorious incidents like the Great Nordic Biker War in the early 1990s escalated tensions between the Hell's Angels and the Outlaws. This conflict resulted in multiple fatalities and prompted a surge in law enforcement efforts to dismantle these powerful criminal organizations. The violent clashes and intense competitions between the Hell's Angels and the Outlaws in Britain exposed the depths of their rivalry. These battles often took place in various locations, ranging from secluded rural areas to urban streets, as both clubs fought tooth and nail to assert their dominance. The fights between the Hell's Angels and the Outlaws were not limited to club members alone. These clashes sometimes spilled over into the public domain, causing fear and chaos among innocent bystanders. Law enforcement agencies were forced to intervene and implement stringent measures to curb the escalating violence. Additionally, the competitions between the Hell's Angels and the Outlaws were not solely physical altercations. These clubs also engaged in high-stakes motorcycle races, where riders showcased their skills, speed, and endurance. These races became opportunities for the clubs to demonstrate their prowess and intimidate their rivals. The rivalry between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws in Britain drew significant attention from the media and the public, magnifying the intensity of their conflicts. It became a spectacle that fascinated some, while others feared the repercussions of these clashes. The battle for dominance between these powerful motorcycle clubs captivated the collective imagination of the nation. Number 4. Impact on the motorcycle club culture. The violent confrontations and intense competitions between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws left a lasting impact on the motorcycle club culture in Britain. These clashes solidified the reputation of these clubs as formidable and dangerous entities, influencing the perception of motorcycle clubs in general. The battles and competitions served as a crucible, strengthening the bonds of brotherhood within each club. Members became even more devoted to their respective clubs, reinforcing the loyalty and commitment that defined their identities. Furthermore, the conflicts between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws led to the formation of alliances and rivalries with other motorcycle clubs in Britain. These connections, both friendly and hostile, created a complex network of inter-club relationships that shaped the dynamics of the motorcycle club culture in the country. Number 5. Law enforcement crackdown. The violent battles and criminal activities associated with the Hells Angels and the Outlaws did not go unnoticed by law enforcement agencies. The clashes between these clubs prompted a significant crackdown on organized crime and biker-related activities, with law enforcement agencies increasing their efforts to dismantle these powerful criminal organizations. Police surveillance, intelligence gathering, and targeted operations became essential tools in combating the influence of the Hells Angels and the Outlaws. The intense rivalry between the two clubs provided law enforcement with opportunities to infiltrate their ranks and gather crucial evidence for prosecutions. Over the years, law enforcement agencies succeeded in apprehending key leaders and members of both the Hells Angels and the Outlaws, significantly disrupting their criminal enterprises. These actions aimed to restore law and order and ensure the safety of the general public. Number 6. Infamous incidents and noteworthy figures. Throughout the tumultuous history of the Hells Angels versus the Outlaws in Britain, several infamous incidents and noteworthy figures emerged, adding fuel to the already raging fire of their rivalry. These incidents and individuals became emblematic of the violent clashes and the larger-than-life personas that defined these motorcycle clubs. One notable incident that sent shockwaves through the biker community was the Battle of Bulldog Bash in 2007. This clash between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws during the annual Bulldog Bash motorcycle rally resulted in a mass brawl, leaving several individuals injured and leading to numerous arrests. The event garnered widespread media attention, highlighting the volatile nature of the ongoing rivalry. Additionally, there were iconic figures who rose to prominence within the Hells Angels and the Outlaws during their battle for dominance in Britain. These individuals became synonymous with the fierce loyalty and unwavering dedication to their respective clubs. Their names evoke both admiration and fear, solidifying their legacies within the motorcycle club culture. One such figure within the Hells Angels was Big Jim Nolan, a charismatic leader who played a significant role in the club's expansion in Britain. Nolan's strategic thinking and charismatic personality cemented his position as a central figure in the Hells Angels' quest for dominance. His influence and presence left an indelible mark on the Hells Angels' history in Britain. On the other side of the rivalry, notable figures within the Outlaws included Mad Dog Adair, a formidable and controversial figure who became synonymous with the club's activities in Britain. Adair's involvement with the Outlaws propelled the club's reputation as a fierce rival to the Hells Angels, further escalating tensions and conflicts between the two groups. These incidents and figures not only shaped the narrative of the battles between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws, but also contributed to the mystique and notoriety surrounding these motorcycle clubs. Their actions and personas symbolized the high stakes and the dangerous allure of the biker underworld, forever etching their names in the history of this relentless clash for supremacy. Number 7. Legacy and subsequent developments. The battles and competitions between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws in Britain left a lasting legacy in the annals of motorcycle club history. The stories of these confrontations became a part of the folklore of the biker subculture, fueling the intrigue and fascination surrounding these notorious clubs. While the intensity of the clashes between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws has diminished over time, their rivalry remains an integral part of the motorcycle club narrative. The legacy of these conflicts serves as a reminder of the power dynamics, territorial disputes, and criminal activities that can arise within the biker underworld. It is crucial to recognize that not all members of the Hells Angels or the Outlaws were involved in violent clashes or criminal enterprises. In conclusion, the bloody battle between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws in Britain was a testament to the intense rivalry and power struggle within the motorcycle club culture. These clashes, marked by violent fights and fierce competitions, left an indelible mark on the biker subculture, law enforcement efforts, and public perception. While the conflicts between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws showcase the darker side of motorcycle club activities, it is essential to acknowledge that not all members of these clubs were involved in violence or criminal enterprises. Many individuals joined these clubs for the camaraderie, shared passion for motorcycles, and a sense of belonging. As we reflect on the tumultuous history of the Hells Angels and the Outlaws in Britain, it is vital to understand the complexities of the biker subculture and the multifaceted dynamics that drive these clubs. The battles and competitions, though brutal, represent a unique aspect of the motorcycle club culture that continues to captivate and intrigue to this day. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey into the bloody battle for Britain between the Hells Angels and the Outlaws. Throughout this video, we have delved deep into the origins, ideologies, and fierce fights that have defined these two iconic motorcycle clubs. We have explored the intense competitions, the unwavering loyalty of their members, and the impact these clashes have had on the broader motorcycle club culture and beyond. By shedding light on these riveting events, we hope to have provided you with valuable insights that pique your curiosity and deepen your understanding. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content that takes you on immersive adventures. Until next time, ride safe, stay curious, and continue to explore the rich tapestry of motorcycle club history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button.